Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the third episode of Super Cub. And last episode, our girl who started this series with nothing now has not only her cub, but also a friend who also has one. So she's really starting to really come up in the world. And also she's exploring further out, buying stuff, just making good use of her newfound vehicle, which is good to see for sure. And she even told some people about it too, not in the big showy way she did in her imagination sequence, but she let some people know about it, which is what started the whole Reiko thing. And I think there's at least one more girl that she's supposed to become friends with, another character that's on the character list. So I don't know if it'll happen this episode or next episode, but I'm gonna get into this one and see what's gonna happen. So let's do that. 3, 2, 1. That was not one of my better intros, but as always, we'll roll with it. Bum 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 bum. Another peaceful day, I see. Still works. Always a good sign. $8:13. We got plenty of time. Don't drop that phone on the road. It's usually how it goes. Yeah. That's another big one. Reiko. Yeah, Morata Mono. I forget, I did not remember the name of this episode. Thank you. So, I wonder what the title refers to. I guess that's what we're here to find out, right? After our opening. Watching those seasons go by. A very nice shop. Because the seasons change, but you still riding your cub. There's just usually nobody on these roads, are there? Like when we saw her riding earlier in the episode, I don't think we saw anyone else on the road. Oh, there's somebody. It's a good thing Reiko's bike is so conspicuous. Yeah, that's what I mean. There's like 3 of them, so we'll eventually meet the 3rd member. $78, not bad. That's a respectable score. Just kind of staring at her. It's cool how their classroom has a microwave. I don't think any of my classes ever had a microwave. Maybe one did, now that I think about it. I'm always ready. Sounds like fun. Well, maybe it's an acquired taste. What's on your mind? 16 hours. Yeah, we need to get one of those. Is that the thing received? Okay, looks like that phone call went well. Would love to. Probably. I mean, the title was about something received, not something failed to receive, so I'm sure it'll all work out. I guess you don't get much say in it. We're going. I actually was about to comment on your fast walking. So we're just straight up shopping. Okay, I guess we're just being told what to do today. Nah, I'm good. Oh, well, I guess she's the boss today, so whatever she says. But hey, we're hanging out. It's after school. We're having fun. So this is our actual final stop. That is a bike. And yeah, this guy definitely got one of those luggage thingies on it. Jeez. Just break it, why don't you? Yeah, I do quite like the look of that. Like the painting on it and everything. The black look. Looks pretty cool. I would put that on my bike. Just don't hurt yourself. Wonder if anyone's died inside of that. Many screws later. Oh, let's pop it off. Okay, came out pretty easily. As expected when it has its screws loosened. So yeah, I guess we're just calling it a box. I'll call it a box then. And finally, the reasoning behind all those purchases and stuff makes sense. And we're already like almost halfway through the episode. All we did is get a box. Where does the time go? I think it's a fine addition. I mean, the color doesn't match, but that's fine. Well, she's happy, you know? Sure, yeah. Front basket. Well, we got a box. I mean, I guess we could take another container thingy. Balances it out a little bit. Yeah, I think it actually works. Yeah, we can definitely pack stuff now. Glad we became friends with you, Reiko. Thank you for everything. Bye. Wonder if the bag's gonna go slower now because of all the extra weight. Take more fuel. I think that's how it works. But it's worth it to be able to properly bring stuff on trips. Hey, there are other people on the road. I guess in the afternoon it would be more busy. Yeah, that makes sense. Are you okay? Does she need like a, you know, windshield? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or a helmet. I guess that works too. Like a visor or something. Like she has a helmet, I mean, but it doesn't really do much with the eyes, I guess. You know, you're kind of making me hungry. Koguma, was her name right? Koguma, yes, I got it. Need a new helmet. Just gonna keep piling up the things we received this episode. Because I'm starting to really understand why that title was the title we got. Need to put something there. We're gonna DIY it. uh, okay. Is that helpful? I just think One Punch Man when she says that, I'll be honest. Itchy nose. Fascinated. And she's always reading that book. I guess it must be a good one. Sure. I guess that's cool. She does have a nice helmet. I would love to see it too. Like, let's trade. Would love to. Like, oh no, I can't get it off anymore. I guess it's mine now. What, you don't like it? I think it's an excellent helmet. Can't put a price on not dying. I want wind out of my eyes, please. I need protection, better protection than what this one offers me. Can you get me more things, please, Reiko? Yeah, thank you. I wanted the name for it. Kofu, huh? I would love to. Let's get her set up with more gear. Good old goggles. uh. That's good to know. You were kind of getting lost in your own world there. Yeah. Do you have one that somebody died in? If 40,000 yen? Jeez. Uh, what's this about? Oh, we're just gonna get one of those instead. I guess that's probably cheaper. Safety goggles. I don't see why not. We know how to budget ride in this show. I gotta figure it out. uh, Should have known we wouldn't buy like a full price helmet. We don't do things like that in this show. Yeah, safety goggles. Wonder if we're gonna get anything else while we're here. Yeah, look at me now. She actually wears it pretty well. She looks great. It suits her. And now eyes are safe. No wind or bugs this day. Or any other day. Yeah, we can speed up. No need to fear the consequences of it anymore. Because I didn't notice it at the time, but yeah, she did slow down in that one scene because yeah, the faster you go, the bigger of an issue the wind is, naturally. Not anymore. The episode's almost over, isn't it? Yeah, pretty close. Wonder if we have time to get any more things before it's over. Perhaps a new set of wheels. She gonna like dream about it? And look how far she's come since the beginning of episode 1. Just rides off into the sky. I saw. Man, just watching this girl. Just so much of the pure joy that she experiences from all these little things. It's just... The happiness is kind of infectious, is the best way I can describe it. It's kind of like a big part of the appeal of this show. Half helmet. Doesn't sound safe at all. Beautiful friendship right here. Yeah, her box is a lot more conspicuous than her black one. That is definitely true. Yeah? What is it? Oh, okay. We really are friends now. How old school. Usually you just do phones, you poke them at each other, and fancy electronic stuff happens, and contact information is shared. But she does have a flip phone, so I guess he couldn't do that. So, yeah. We are definitely friends, there's no doubt about that. At this point, I think we can safely say that. Oh, deeper, you say? Yes, Cub Nakama definitely deeper than just regular friends. Think you should frame it at home. I think the Cub counts as a hobby. But you definitely have a friend now. And Reiko. And a box, and a helmet, and goggles, and a basket. And played. I don't know why my nose itched more than usual this episode. Not that I'm blaming the episode, but maybe next episode we'll meet our third girl. Because this episode really got our bike pimped out, so we kind of got that taken care of. I doubt she'll do any more big upgrades anytime soon. I think she covered all of her bases this episode in that regard. So next up is expanding our circle of friends. The job. Arubaito. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe she does want to buy more stuff and needs money for it. So maybe I spoke too soon. But anyway, that was the third episode of Super Cub. I don't know why I was about to call it the fourth episode. I guess because I was looking at the fourth episode preview shot at the end there. That's probably why. But yeah, this was a good one because I knew it was going to be about receiving things. I just didn't know what it would be, but it makes sense that it's more bike equipment, right? Because she got her cub initially, right? And it kind of has everything you need to ride, but still, there's plenty of quality of life improvements that you can get for sure. And since she's friends with Reiko now, she can kind of help her hook her up, right? And it's also very in line with the show that that she didn't like just go into a store and buy things like the standard way. It was more kind of a thrift shop kind of thing where she needed the box, right? Reiko just got it over to a place where there was like another bike where we didn't get the whole bike, we just got the one piece, right? Just like taking what we needed. And it was a nice box, so definitely glad to take it. We had a bit of a pit stop before then. I wasn't sure exactly what that was about, but I guess that was the point all along, was to have like a gift for the guy. So if that's the case, then fair enough, right? It seems like a fair trade to me. I just wasn't sure why Reiko insisted on getting the bag, but if we were giving it to somebody else, that makes a lot more sense. There's definitely a decent amount of that in this show, things that they do, but they don't fully explain it, right? Because a person usually wouldn't, right? Just over-explaining things is a very anime thing, so it's something I'm used to. And this show, that's one of the things that it really does, is that it avoids some of that typical anime stuff. And it's definitely, like I said, a refreshing aspect of the show for sure. So that allows me kind of later in the episode to be like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. Kind of like with the whole bike thing, right? When she first showcased the desire to have some kind of windshield, right? She was riding, and I could tell something was kind of not right. I mean, at first I wasn't sure, but her face just kept kind of shifting, and she lower the speed, so I kind of figured something was up, and eventually I clicked in my head, oh, she's probably bothered by the wind, because yeah, cars, they have windshields, so you don't get wind and bugs flying in your face and eyes. It's a very unpleasant thing, right? I'm surprised it took her this long to start to really complain about that, but yeah, definitely something you want to improve on, and she did, right? She was initially going to get one of those fancy thingies, right? But we don't have money for that, right? We're on a budget here. That's what we do. So she saw somebody wearing those classic safety goggles, kind of like what you might have in a science chemistry lab or whatever, right? Because that gets the job done. The idea is to protect your eyes, right? It might not look as cool as a full-blown fancy biker helmet, but it gets the job done, and I'd say she still looks pretty good in it overall, and she definitely was happy with it, so there's really nothing to complain about. Although Reiko did spend a lot of time kind of on the computer just looking around. I mean, at first she got distracted with her own thing, but eventually shifted gears back to actually looking for helmets, but they were really expensive, so I think just grabbing some safety goggles at a nearby hardware store was a better solution. I think it works well, and she seemed very happy about it. We wouldn't have that scene of her the next night just dreaming about riding her bike and stuff. It's just, yeah, I really do enjoy just the pure enjoyment she has of all these new experiences and stuff. Getting to have a fully functional bike and being able to ride without the unpleasant wind in the eyes, and she has Reiko, who she gets to say good morning to every morning, and Reiko gives her excited response greeting. Right? I feel like we saw her smile more than usual in this episode. Could be my imagination, but I feel like we did. So, oh yeah, also I think a teacher gave her the basket. So yeah, we got the box, the basket, the goggles, and maybe one or two more things. We at least got those. So yeah, title was definitely right. Oh yeah, and we got her phone number. That also probably counts as a received thing, because yeah, we got Reiko's phone number. So all is right with the world. The next episode was a job one, so I wonder if that'll be how we meet the third girl. Because we met Reiko just as like a classmate, but it's also possible to meet people your age just at a part-time job, right? Like what was it? One anime called the Place Further Than the Universe, right? We met an important character at like a part-time job, so could happen here too. We don't really have evidence of why. The show didn't really give me a reason to think that will be the case, but it's just a possibility that came to mind because of the example that I gave. Is fairly fresh in my mind, so. So yeah, I mean, we'll meet her eventually. I just kind of assume it'll be next episode, but it could just purely be focused on obtaining money, right? Because we have seen that one of the things she doesn't have is money. She actually mentioned that in the end bit of the episode, right? And getting a job could fix that. And even if you are able to kind of like be pretty slick and with your money saving with getting parts for your bike, you still, if you're gonna have a vehicle, you definitely want to have some degree of money for maintenance for sure. Because just to be on the safe side, because you don't really want to be in a situation where it's like broken, you need to fix it, you need money for it, but you don't have it, so you're walking to school, riding the train like a filthy casual. Like you want to avoid that. So yeah, if she is getting a job to kind of help with that, that's a good idea. It's pretty smart. So, and I think that's pretty much everything to say about the episode. The show continues to be pretty enjoyable. Just watching Koguma just improving her life one step at a time, right? So yeah, I'm still enjoying the show. I look forward to watching the next episode, and I hope to see you then. Until then, bye bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.